Alrighty, we're just gonna check the back end here, make sure we got sound. Gotta watch my own advertisements.
Question: have you always wanted to start a faceless YouTube channel, but you don't know where to get started? With the video AI and future ideas.
So let's just check to see if we got sound here. So yep, we got sound. Okay. Let me get this all set up. There. Alrighty. Ladies, gentlemen, pronouns, lend me your ears. Crazy Kid back for another live stream. It is the end of August. And man, where is the year gone? Like, it seemed like just a couple of weeks ago, we were at the beginning of the year and my channel was just getting, the monetized light program. And then, a few steps later, it was getting fully monetized. Now all of a sudden we're at the end of August already. It's like, where has the time gone? I've said this many times that when you're a kid and you're looking forward to those stages in life where you get, extra things that you're allowed to do, like when you're, just a, toddler, you got, at 5 years old, you got school. It seems to take forever to get to that point. And then at 10 years old, all of a sudden now you become a preteen. At, when you get into your teens, all of a sudden now you have a little bit more responsibilities, a little bit more, things you're allowed to do, things you're expected to do to help the family. And all of a sudden, you get into 16, you can drive. And then you get into 18, you can vote, join the army. And, 19, you can, here in Canada, you can partake in adult beverages if you choose. You don't have to. But, and then when you get to 21, you get to enjoy those beverages in the United States. And by the time you're 25 years old, all of a sudden, the next stage in life you're looking at is, there's RJ.
What's up, boy?
Oh, just talking about how fast time goes, and how things feel like they're like take forever to get here when you're a kid, and how all of a sudden you get into an adult, and all of a sudden time just seems to be blowing up.
That is very interesting that you brought that up, because a few days ago, my niece that is autistic, she brought that up. She said, I remember when I was a kid, when I was little, that things used to go very slow, but now it's, things go very fast.
Yep.
And her dad was explaining to her, well, you're getting older, and she's 20 now.
Yep.
And her dad was explaining to her, the older you get, the faster time flies.
Yeah.
And
it's
like
nuts.
it's and it like she and my sister just got back from a trip. She was invited to go to the Dream Ride in Connecticut.
Yeah.
My niece was, and it was her first time on a plane. And I was like, oh man, you got to tell me what that's like, your first time on an airplane and everything like that. And now they're thinking I might get to go next year.
Nice.
So if everything works out, I might be going next year to Connecticut on an airplane. I've never flown before, so
Uh,
And my si-
it'd
and
be a waste of time telling you it's almost like being on a roller coaster, but
yeah. Oh, I've been on my share of roller coasters.
yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's another weird thing. Cause I was like, well, what's it, what was it like on the plane? I was asking my niece, what was it like on a plane? She's like, oh, it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
And my sister's joking. She goes, oh, I don't know if we could get you on a plane. You might, what was it? She said, um, you might barf all over the place. I'm like, I've been on my share of roller coasters and she's like, yeah, that's at the fair, but this is a plane. You're going up in the air and
Yeah.
you're up in the air for a while.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah. The only time it really gets to be like a roller coaster is if you hit turbulence.
oh yeah.
And the first plane that I went on, like the only plane I've ever been on, we went to Las Vegas. Okay. And when you go into Las Vegas, it's between two mountains, the airport. So there's a spinning of the turbulent air. And so the plane's like doing this rocking motion as it's trying to land. And it's like, oh my God, you're bringing my first plane trip. You're going to bring me to a place where, it's really hard for the pilot to land the plane. Oh, ain't this just fantastic, But it was a great trip. Hello, Yads. Hello, Ding. How are you doing?
Hey, Yads, what's up, Yads?
I was like, the first place we're going on a plane trip as a family is the most dangerous place to land a plane. Awesome. But we had a great time. It was a great family bonding.
It's so neat because they were telling us, my sister and my niece were telling us that it's for people with disabilities. Like they invite people with disabilities from all over the nation and all over the world to this event.
Yeah.
And there was a not millionaire, but a billionaire at this event. And my sister got to meet this person. And he basically told her, he said, we might send you and, her, meaning my niece, to Australia because they have something in Australia too.
Oh, nice.
So we don't know when she'll be going, if or even when, but she might be going to Australia.
Nice.
Now that is going to be a plane ride.
Yeah, no doubt. That's going to be a long plane ride.
And I heard a rumor that I will speak to you about that in private.
Yeah, after the stream.
About the rumor I heard.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention it here, but I will say,
John Lobley, that is the one, the only RJ Sandifer.
John, I've been hearing you've been wondering where the hell I've been, huh?
Yeah, he's been asking for you, and I've been trying to get you up here, and you've had some other things going on, and
well, John, if you looked at my latest, not my live streams, but if you look at my latest video, I did a rendition of the American National Anthem for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yes, and we will get into that. We will dig into that today.
We are, and actually, I do. While I'm on the subject, I have been in contact with the COO of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he's we're trying to set up a time when I can go and actually watch a game with him.
Nice.
He wants to invite me as his guest to one of their home games.
Nice. That is so cool, man.
And then he said now for our season we already have people lined up to sing, But he
Yeah.
said if somebody, he said
Somebody
things
dropped
could,
out.
if somebody drops out, we might call you for
Yeah.
one of our home games. But he said definitely people have been after me to get you to sing in an actual game. So
Yeah.
hopefully next year that'll happen.
All
If
right.
not,
You want to
Yeah.
check this out? What we're going to do is we're going to play the whole video.
okay. All right.
Without stopping it, because
All right.
I think it's actually disrespectful to stop a national anthem halfway through or partway through it.
Right.
I think it's disrespectful to the national anthem.
All right.
So what we'll do is we'll watch the whole video, and
Uh-huh.
then I'll have you explain, what happened afterwards, what happened, during or around the event.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
does
right.
that sound fair?
Yeah. Well, before you play it, I want to say this. I had to get there at 6:45 a.m. to do sound check because the event started at 8 a.m. So
Yeah.
But it was great. And the man's voice you hear at the end is the COO of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay.
Okay, go
All
ahead
right.
and roll the tape.
Let's roll the tape.
3, 2, 1.
All righty. Just a quick poll. Oh, there was no sound on that? What?
I could hear it.
I could hear it.
But I do want to say that the microphone that they had given me had a short in it,
Yeah, I noticed that.
and it had a it had a short in it, and mind you, this is at their training facility. This is not at the actual football stadium. This is at
Yeah,
their training facility in Tampa.
yeah,
And uh the COO said, RJ, he said most people would have stopped singing. You just powered right on through
yeah.
that. You know,
Well, you were singing like nobody else was listening. It was like
mm-hmm,
to me on my end, like I'm a Canadian,
mm-hmm,
and while you were singing that, I had chills going up and down my spine.
yeah.
The first time I saw it, and this time that I saw it, and I've seen it about a dozen times since then.
Oh yeah.
And I've had chills and of pride
Mm-hmm.
for I wish I would have been in the stands listening to that.
Mm.
Because to me, you delivered such a great rendition of your national anthem. I tip my hat to you. I salute you, my friend.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
That was
Well,
a very beautiful rendition.
and really the thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to give them something um that that they would be proud of,
Yeah.
and that I could that I could be proud of as
Yeah.
well. And so after I had finished, the man's voice you heard is the COO of the Bucks. They do not have a CEO. They only have a COO, Chief Operating Officer.
Yeah.
So I take his arm, and I hold on to his arm, and he's guiding me around to different people, and they're shaking my hand and stuff like that, and we're walking through, like, all these people are patting me on the back and everything, like, the staff and former
Yeah.
players and stuff like that. And he's like, the CEO is like, "How about that anthem? How about that anthem? Wasn't that a great national anthem? Wasn't that a," like, just on and on and on. And I'm just soaking this in, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
So
I bet it looked
later,
like you had a sunburn, the amount of blush that was going through your face.
oh my God, like, dude, I was like, uh, so basically, my brother-in-law is talking to me, and he goes, "Hey, RJ, there's somebody that wants to meet you." So my brother-in-law is walking me over there, and there's Mr. Ford, the COO. And he says, "RJ, put out your hand." And it's the quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers himself, Baker Mayfield.
Nice.
And he says to me, or no, I say to him, "So you're the quarterback, huh, Baker?" He says, "Yeah, I try to be." He says, "I'm not as good a singer as you, but I have to tell you that was a good national anthem. I wanted to meet you." Mostly, usually, a fan wants to meet their favorite celebrity,
Yeah.
okay? But for him, the quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, okay? The friggin' quarterback, this guy's
Star
contract.
of the show.
Yeah, yeah, the star of the show. The dude's got what? A contract that's over what? $1 million or more? And him saying, "I want to meet the guy that sang the national anthem." It should be the other way around. I should want to meet him, but he's wanting to meet me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it goes to show you that, even celebrities, like,
Yeah.
whether it be sports figures, musicians, actors, actresses,
Right.
politicians, whatever, any type of celebrity,
Mm-hmm.
they still get that, giddy feeling of, oh, I want to meet that person because I really like what they've done.
Yeah, and it was so weird because like I walked up to him and I'm like, and I'm just talking to this guy like we'd been friends for years. Like I felt comfortable around him. I didn't
Yeah.
even I didn't think of him as, oh, this is this is Baker Mayfield. This is the greatest quarterback of all. No, I'm like, hey man, that's my buddy Baker. You know, like
Yeah.
me and him, we were standing there talking. I was like, hey Baker, you mind if I get a picture with you? He goes, no man, go ahead. So my brother-in-law takes our picture and everything. So it's but
That's
oh
cool
my,
beans, man.
it was fun. We had such a good time.
Yeah.
I hung and because we were outside and it was hot that day. It was really freaking hot. And so um the COO, he tells my brother-in-law, he goes, look, this is the phone number to my intern. And the intern was a really nice guy. So he says, if RJ needs to cool off, he didn't even call me Mr. Sandifer. He called me RJ. Okay. That when the COO of a professional football team is on first name basis with you,
And you on them.
yeah, and you with them. Because I said, because I said, Mr. Ford, can I ask you a question? He goes, RJ, it is not Mr. Ford to you, it is Brian to you.
That means you've done something really special.
You've done something special. And yeah. So when he said that, I'm like, all right. And he said, look, he said, if you ever get hot, because it's a hot day today, you call my intern and you can go up to my office on the second floor and cool down. Now, how many
That's quite nice.
COOs or CEOs for that matter would do that for a guest?
Yeah.
So basically, I got really hot and I was like, man, I told my brother-in-law, I was like, man, I'm burning up. I need to cool off a little bit.
I
I
smell
can't take
bacon burning because Porky's burning
I
up
can't
here.
yeah, I can't take this. I can't take this crap. So he calls the intern. He calls the number that the COO had given him and everything. He meets us down there. They walk us into the actual headquarters of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we take an elevator up to the second floor. And just as soon as we get out of the elevator, my brother-in-law goes, holy shit, I can't believe what I'm seeing. They had the Super Bowl trophies, the freaking Lamberti trophy that they had won with Tom Brady in a
Yeah.
glass case, like, and my brother-in-law is describing this crap to me. And
You know what you should have done?
what?
Is if you ever go there again, have somebody take pictures of you standing by all these trophies.
We did.
Oh, then just have your brother or your sister, or your brother-in-law or your sister, do up a video, showing those pictures where for your event that you did,
Mm-hmm.
and then incorporate that in with the Tampa Bay Buccaneer anthem video.
Yeah. The video that I put up on YouTube was my brother-in-law's video that he took.
Yeah.
But I actually received another video from the COO himself, and I'm thinking I don't know. I think I might incorporate that in with something else and then upload it as a
piece of content.
piece of content.
All right, Kiki and Jasmine, have a nice day.
I would have to take the other one. I'd probably have to take the other one down.
No, you leave it up.
Well, you don't want to I don't know how I would do that, but I'd have to figure it out somehow. But anyway, so back to the story. So anyway, we're in the building. We walk into the COO's office, and his assistant is such a sweet person, very nice lady.
Yeah.
You know, knew it was me. Okay, didn't even ask me who I was or
Yeah.
anything. She's like, "Oh, you must be RJ. You must be the guy that did the anthem." And I'm like, "Yes, ma'am, I am." She goes, "Right this way. Mr. Ford told me you would be coming." So she sat me down on a couch, got me a bottled water for me to drink, got me a rag so I could wipe the sweat off my forehead. I mean, just treated me like a freaking king, okay? So I'm sitting there talking to her, and the intern is in the office with us, and we're talking, and I just got this wild idea. I said, you know what? I'm gonna give him an encore of the national anthem. So I stand up in his office, and I'm like, "Oh, say, can you see
Yeah.
by the dawn's early light?" And I'm singing this, and she goes, "Now I know why Mr. Ford invited you." She goes, "They need to put you in a game. They need to
Just
have
don't
you."
pass you the football.
Yeah, yeah. They need to have you sing at a game.
Yeah.
And it was really weird because people were going up to him and saying, like, after I had finished singing the national anthem, people were going up to him saying, "When is this guy gonna sing at one of our games?
That's good news.
When is he gonna sing at one of our games? Please have him sing at one of our games."
That's good praise right there.
Oh yeah. And,
You know it'd be funny.
uh,
Let's say you go to sing at one of their games,
mhm,
okay,
mhm.
and then they win that game,
Oh.
and then you sing at another one of their games, and then they win that game.
Oh. I actually thought of that too. Like,
Yeah, it just crossed my mind. I
it's
was like,
really
what,
weird
what was
because it's really weird because the game that I was supposed, because he had invited me to go to a game this past Saturday, or no,
okay?
this past Friday. um they were playing the Miami Dolphins, and I was supposed to go, but something came up because my nephew had to work, and
Yeah,
he
life
doesn't
ends
have.
up screwing up plans all the time.
Well, yeah, and my brother-in-law has to drive him to work, so there would have been no way I could have made it, and I
Yeah,
felt really bad, and I emailed him and I told him, I'm like, "There's no way I could do it," and he says, "Well, we'll figure out something."
yeah. I don't have a ride.
Yeah, I don't have a right,
Next
so
thing you know, a limo shows up.
so yeah, so so I'm listening to it on TV, and we beat Miami 24-14. And I like the Miami Dolphins. They're a good team. But Tampa Bay, like I said, I mean, yeah, it's a preseason game. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
But
It still sets a best benchmark.
yeah, it does. And in fact, the quarterback for the college team that I like, the Florida Gators, Kyle Trask, was at quarterback in this game,
Oh, nice.
and everybody's talking about him because they don't want to put Baker Mayfield out there too early, because if they put Baker Mayfield out there too early and he gets hurt, Then
third season shot.
yeah. So they want to
I
keep
think with
it.
football, you pretty much got to get your points early and save your stars for the playoffs.
Yeah. You want to stay. You want to save your stars for the regular season.
Yeah.
So basically, we beat them 24-14.
Yeah.
And so they play Washington on the 8th of September, and then they play they play the Eagles on September 29th. So I'm hoping to go one of those days.
Yeah.
So if everything works out, and like you said, if somebody backs out concerning the anthem or whatever, he'll let me know. But as it stands now, he doesn't have any openings for the season for me to come sing. But he's still keeping me in mind, and I'm sure the players are going to be on his tail saying, "Hey, when's he going to come sing?"
It wouldn't be a bit like by hearing that story, it fills me up full of pride for you. Like
oh yeah,
I am
and
absolutely proud.
well, and our
you did
mutual YouTube friend even asked me, RJ, let me know how it goes.
Yeah.
And when a fellow YouTuber saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
let me know how this goes," and it gives you a lot of pride,
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've seen it, Crazy Kid, but last time I looked, there was like 50 comments on there on that video.
I've been keeping track of how many comments or stuff like that's on your videos. I've been trying to keep track of my own stuff going on.
No, but dude, I know some of those are replies that I reply. I basically replied to every single comment somebody left on the video, and I'm like, holy crap! Because I went through.
It's tiring after a while, but it's
Well,
enjoyable.
I went through, and I made sure to comment on every single comment. And because I want people to know that I do care about my subscribers.
Yeah, and that's engaging in your comment section as a YouTuber, as a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
It's important because it
important.
shows the audience that hey, you took the time to watch my video, or you took the time to make this comment.
Mm-hmm.
I see it. I'm going to engage back by saying, whatever. I'm going to reply.
I know some creators, they have big channels, and they don't even engage with their commenters, and I'm like,
yeah, you're missing out.
You're missing out when you don't do that. And I know some people, like, I even try to tell small YouTubers, I'm like, look, you've got to engage with your people, especially
that helps keep them watching.
Yeah, especially when people are first starting out, and you tell them the main thing in order to keep subscribers is engagement. You've got to engage with your people.
Yep.
Because if you don't engage with them, they're going to be like, well, dang, does this dude even care about me? Does this girl even care about me? That I took the time to.
Today, I actually deleted a comment off of one of my videos because it had absolutely nothing to do with the video that it was under. Like, if you're gonna make a comment on a video, please be about the video that you're making a comment on. Because otherwise, what you're trying to do is you're trying to promote a sort of almost bashing session almost. Like, you know, like if you're using somebody's channel videos as a bashing session for another channel, then, you know, the creator has every right to just say, hey, I don't want that on my channel. Fine.
Mhm.
So I ended up deleting a comment on, like, a comment stream on my channel
Mm.
because it had nothing to do with the video. If it's got something to do with the video or what I did it, you know, how I did my video or whatever like that, great. I'll answer it, no problem.
Well, it's just like, and it was really funny because when I when I saw the title of today's video from you, Tequila Makes Her Clothes Fall Off, I thought back, dude, you're gonna be so freaking jealous of me. I actually got to see Joe Nichols in concert, and I got to meet him in person.
Nice.
And it was me and my brother-in-law. This was back in 2000 and 2003, I think it was 2002 or 2003.
Yeah.
And we had it in a soccer field. And he did he did here's to the past, they can kiss my glass. I hope she's happy with him. Here's to the girl that wrecked my world, that angel that did me in. I think the devil drives a Coupe de Ville. I watched him drive away over the hill, not against her will, but I've got time to kill. Down in Broken Heartsville. He did that one,
Yeah.
and he also did What Say Guy Gotta Do to Get a Girl in This Town. Don't wanna be alone when the sun goes down. Just a sweet little something to put my arms around. What's a guy gotta do to get a girl in this town?
Hey, Caboose. Hey, Nicole.
Hey, Nicole.
Yeah, he said, Caboose says, RJ, you're back.
Hey, Caboose, what's up, buddy? And he also did another one.
Just name the song. Just this way here, I don't have to fight so many copyrights.
Well,
I had one video. It had four disputes I had to put on it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So.
Well, there's one song that he did. I'll Wait for You.
Yeah.
And actually, people don't know this, but Anna Nicole Smith was a fan of Joe Nichols.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Anna Nicole Smith was a fan of Joe Nichols.
Nice.
And
like this month here, I did a party block.
Mm-hmm.
All the songs have something to do about parties.
Oh my god!
Whether it be like regret that you partied too hard, or talking about going out to a party or something like that. All my songs in August for the last 4 weeks. This is the final week of the party block. So I just wanted to do something fun for the month.
Oh yeah, and what? And see, and you have guys like Joe Nichols, Merle Haggard, George Jones, Waylon Jennings, all these guys, and then you listen to the country music today, and it's nothing like it was back in the day.
Well, that's the thing about the producers pushing an evolution that, like didn't do or isn't doing justice to the root of country music.
No, no, and see, that's where I think a lot. See, and there are independent artists. Some of them get started on YouTube and stuff like that. Some of them never even make it to radio.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking of two people right now. Buddy Brown is a
Yep.
country singer.
Yep.
But you'll never hear him on radio because his songs are.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, Andy, what's up?
Some of his songs are a little bit controversial,
Yeah.
and some of his songs actually belong on something like the Dr. Demento show.
Yeah.
Like his song, "All My Exes Change Their Sexes."
Oh,
funny.
oh no. Oh God, Buddy Brown. Oh my
He did
God.
a parody to
All my exes live in Texas. Oh my God, that was
to
funny.
All My Exes Change Their Sexes.
All my exes change their sexes.
It's funny. It is funny.
And you know what was so funny? Because I was listening to my Amazon Echo,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden I hear bum bum bum. Another one rides the bus, and I immediately thought of you. Hey, I'm gonna sit by you. Another one rides the bus.
Yeah. Yeah, Weird Al Yankovic.
And then
Actually, I should actually do a video on that.
you should. And they see me mowing my front lawn.
Yeah, White and Nerdy.
White and Nerdy.
Yeah, I'm like there's actually a few videos that I'm looking at doing in the upcoming months.
Mm-hmm.
One of them being Baby's Got Back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, White and Nerfy. But it's a rap song, but it's actually a clean rap song.
Oh yeah.
So, like if it's a clean rap song, if it's a clean song,
what the hell was that?
What?
What the hell was that?
What the hell was what?
What the hell cried up? What the hell crawled up inside of him and died?
Oh, dog let one go?
No, my damn nephew. Oh. God.
You open up the door, come in. Hey, Uncle RJ, I got something for you. Oh, there you go. They close the door, lock in. Like, oh my God, hot boxing.
Dude. He's in his room, right? And I just heard something go.
You heard it blow the roof off the place, is what you heard.
Oh, dude.
Music?
Did you?
You're letting wind go. Like,
oh, dude, I'm gonna.
We always end up doing that.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something funny that happened when we get off YouTube. You're gonna laugh your ass off when you hear what happened to me today.
Oh yeah.
I can't tell you about it here because it involves a she who shall not be named.
Okay.
Yeah.
This year listening. Oh, nice. Yeah. But it's just one of those things, like.
Oh my God.
We always end up, going from a serious conversation to all of a sudden flip the script, and all of a sudden, bang, somebody cuts wind, and then all of a sudden, the show literally goes to shit.
You know what's so funny, right? Remember when you was in school? And this always happened. This always happened to me. Okay, everybody could be sitting everybody could be sitting in class doing their work, and it is deathly quiet. And then some jackass in the back of the class lets one rip.
That'd be me. That'd be I. And it would always be followed by, damn those black eyed peas. And then I'd get sent to the office again. But yeah, that's the story of my life, bud.
Oh, dude.
We'd have something gassy for dinner the night before, and then and I went to school. Where I went to school, we had these portables, and basically the portables are just like little trailers with a classroom in them.
Yep.
Okay, basically trailer trash of the education system.
Yep.
Okay,
so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, and we'd have something gassy, and I'd have at least 2 or 3 periods in those portables. Like, apparently, they figured out what I was all about, and they just said, okay, keep him away from the rest of the school, the more dangerous parts of the school, so he doesn't blow the whole thing up. So I'd be in there, and all of a sudden, I'd just let one rip. And it could be summertime, and the windows would fog up. And like all of a sudden it'd be like that. We're just waiting for class to end because the windows would be open in January just to let some of the air out.
Yeah.
So and then they'd send me to the principal's office, and I'd be like, "Oh boy, fresh air,"
Dude.
So,
I mean, I I remember one time because I used to be on the wrestling team, and we were doing wrestling practice one day. So the coach is showing me a move. He's showing me how to do a high gut wrench. And those of you who know wrestling is Greco-Roman wrestling is a high gut wrench is when you take your opponent and you're supposed to basically flip him over, right? So
okay.
the coach is showing me because like what the coach would do is he would do the move on me first. He would do the wrestling move on me.
Oh, so in other words, the coach beats you up to teach you how to not get beat up.
Well, he would not beat me up, but it's more or less like he would say, okay, like he would explain what he was doing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm taking my hands, I'm going to put my hands around your chest, and I'm going to flip you over. And he would do it really slowly, so that I would, feel the sensation of what it would be like to be like put in a fireman's carry or whatever, or put in a high gut wrench or whatever, or a pinning predicament or whatever.
Yeah.
Because wrestling is done when you're doing Greco-Roman wrestling, it's a lot of people think it's done by sight, but it's really done by feel. Okay, because you're grappling. Yeah, because you're right there with your opponent.
Yeah.
So he's right in the middle of trying to flip me over, and just as he picks me up, all of a sudden, right in his face. So basically,
you played a pot game.
Yeah. So basically,
you got to do my mouth.
Yeah.
It tastes very good. You got to do my mouth.
So basically, I fart in the guy's face, and he sits right in front of everybody. Oh, RJ farted, everybody! Oh God! And everybody starts busting out laughing. And so, about like 10 minutes later, he blows a whistle, says practice is over. And so I had people walking up to me in the hallway. Hey, RJ, is it true you farted on the wrestling coach yesterday? I'm like, yeah.
The champion, yes, me, it was I.
Yeah, it was me. So it made its way all over the whole friggin' school. RJ farted on the wrestling coach.
Don't squeeze him too hard. The Pillsbury Doughboys got some real power.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, let's just say it was and he was a nice dude. He was a
Yeah.
nice guy. His name was Steve. And then we had another wrestling coach. His name was Coach Johnner, but he also coached other sports as well. I liked him too. He was awesome. Then we had another coach at the high school. His name was Coach Looney.
Really, Coach Looney.
Yeah, Coach Looney, like the
Good thing
Looney
I didn't have
Tunes.
him for a coach. Oh,
Actually, my best friend.
some fun.
Actually, my best friend had him as a coach. He liked him. He liked Coach Looney. I had a lady named Coach Matthews for weight training.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't know that I did weight training. I mean, because God knows. Look at my belly. I got the
Yeah.
fat roll going on.
That just
But-
means you know more cooks than you know workout artists.
yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, I was leg pressing like 250
Ooh.
at one time, or almost 250, and but that was what, my junior
was
year in
years
high
ago, right?
school. Oh my God. If my weightlifting coach saw me now, she'd be like, "What in the hell have you done?"
Oh shit, we gotta work hard today.
Mm. Well, and two, I had two weightlifting coaches. I had a weightlifting coach in the 9th grade. His name was Coach G, and I really liked him because I remember how it used to be. Mondays and Wednesdays we would do legs. Tuesdays and Thursdays we would do upper body. Like your chest, your biceps, your triceps, and
I don't know what they're all called, but I know they hurt. I know what they are when they hurt.
oh yeah, and
Oh, that's a major outie. Oh, that's a real big outie.
well, actually, when I did it, it really didn't hurt me that bad.
No, I mean now.
Like and even now, I think the most pain that I've had now as an adult is my sciatica attack after my 40th birthday.
Oh, there's a happy
And you
birthday
talk
present
about
you got.
hurt.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's when you go to the chiropractor and you get him to spin that thing back into the location.
No. Not sciatica. Not sciatica.
Yeah.
That shit hurt like hell.
Oh yeah.
Because it
That's
yeah,
just
like
your pelvis being out of line. That's just
actually,
your pelvis being out of line. Just
it goes, well, actually, with me, what I did, because I did something stupid. What I did was I was at an event and I had just got done singing the national anthem. This is after my 40th birthday. And someone's like, "Hey, RJ, you want to jump on a horse?" I'm like,
Oh.
"Okay." So I get up on this horse. Everything's going well and everything. Well, later on that night is when it hit me.
yep. It's because you're not used to sitting with your legs spread that far.
I wasn't, well, no, but see, I used to ride horses. And so,
I actually heard a funny joke about a horse.
oh God.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Yeah. Let me get this in. Okay. The joke goes, there's this couple
Mm-hmm.
been married for like 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And, they never fought. They never had arguments. They were always known to be the happiest couple on earth
Mm-hmm.
in their little town. And this newspaper reporter went to go and do an article on it to find out what their secret to successful relationship was.
Mm-hmm.
The old man sitting there, having a coffee. He says, I remember back when we first got married on our wedding day. Like after our wedding day, we
Mm-hmm.
on our honeymoon, we went and we did this horse riding event.
Mm-hmm.
And my horse was going pretty good. We were doing all right. 10
Mhm.
minutes into the ride, her horse bucks her off.
Mm.
So she gets up, she dusts herself off, walks up to the horse's face and says, "Listen, mister, you only get 3 and that's 1." Gets back up on the horse. About half an hour later, horse bucks her off again. Gets up, she dusts herself off, grabbed the horse by the reins, looked it straight in the eyes and said, "That's 2. You only got 1 more." Jumps back up on the horse. They get riding along. About another hour later, off she gets bucked off again. She reaches into her purse, grabs her pistol, and shoots the horse dead right on the spot. I looked
Damn.
at her and said, "Are you fucking crazy?"
Mhm.
She goes, "That's 1." We never had a fight after that.
Oh, damn!
That's 1.
There was a joke that President Ronald Reagan told, and now, regardless whether or not people liked Ronald Reagan or not, like, you gotta admit that guy could be freaking funny. Okay, he could tell some funny ass jokes. You listen to him on YouTube, he could tell some funny jokes.
Yeah.
Well, he told this one about this clergyman and a politician. So the clergyman and the politician are standing outside the pearly gates one day, and St. Peter says, "All right, welcome to heaven." And so St. Peter takes the clergyman to where he's going to be staying, and it's a small little room with a bed, table, and chair.
Yeah.
And so the politician's standing there wondering what's going to happen to him. So you could just imagine his surprise when St. Peter stops by this huge mansion and tells the politician, "Well, this is where you're going to be staying." And the politician said, "Oh, well, I don't understand. Here's this holy man, and, he gets this small little room. But yet, when I get here, I get a huge mansion. There seems to be some mistake." And St. Peter says, "Well, you have to understand how things work up here. We have thousands upon thousands of clergymen, but you are the first politician who's ever really made it."
I got a joke for you, but I can't say it online. It's one of those ones that gives a divide.
Mm.
I can't say it online. But I think I'm going to shut this down soon. It's been about an hour.
All right.
It's been great having you on the channel again.
All right.
You're always welcome. You're always welcome to come up.
Yep.
So until we get to the next one, folks, I wish everybody peace, love, and happiness.